Well, since I got the whole front end taken off the wagon, I decided today is as good as any day to show you how to put a bull bar on a wagon. So this bull bar that I have on my wagon is off it's for a Honda Element actually. And if you see the link down below, I'll show you the one I got off eBay. And when I bought it, it was like 75 bucks or so on eBay. But I believe they went up to like a little over 100, like 120 or so. But a lot of people that have wagons always want the JDM bull bar. And if you didn't know anything about wagons, those things are like 500 bucks and above. Like the cheapest one you're going to find beat up will be like 400. So I decided I'm not paying that. I want a bull bar, but I'm not going to pay that much. I'm not going to pay the JDM tax for one. So what I did is I knew that I had an Element one before, and I knew they're basically just a universal piece. Essentially, there's two mounting points, and they're just threaded in 3/4 inch bolts. They come in the kit. They're made to mount on any bracket that'll actually mount to the bottom of the Element or mount to the bottom of whatever car you get it for. But for this one, what I ended up doing, I had these spacers, these body spacers laying around, and they're essentially just a 3-inch body spacer that is a universal kit from eBay. I'll link those below as well so you can find those. And all I did was I got a little bit longer bolt, a lot of washer stack up, and these spacers, and literally just stacked them on here and put my bolt through them through the front of the core support and bolted to the front of the wagon. I kind of preliminarily measured it up, made sure everything worked, but I'll show you on the wagon where I actually mounted it. Here's the bumper where I cut out the holes. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. Wherever you need to mount the bumper, the bull bar, you can just cut these out. And you can kind of test fit on and off with the bull bar once you have it on. As far as the hardware goes, this is what I used. I went to the hardware store and just grabbed a couple different lengths. These are the 4.5 inch long 3/4 bolts. I think they're a coarse thread as well. But I just took the bolts that came in with the kit and I ran into the hardware store and I found the right thread. I used this washer stack up and lock washer on there to just kind of set it off because I got a little bit too long of a bolt, but it was the best one that I had for the kit. So what I did is when you take your front bumper off, you'll notice that right here, your horns are actually mounted right here. And when I had the bull bar set up, you could actually see that it sits almost perfectly in this little hole here. There's a hole right here, and I opened it up with the drill bit and just kind of clearance it out enough so that 3/4 bolt would fit through there just fine. But I did that. All I did is I unbolted that 10 millimeter here, and I ran the wire and tucked the horn back here behind the headlight, which is just kind of down in there. It's not really mounted to anything. It's not really necessary to have it mounted to anything unless you just want to. And you can see here the spacer mark where this is actually where I opened up this hole as well. There's two horns, and this one is over here mounted with a 10 millimeter bolt as well. And I just went in here with a drill bit, opened that clearance up so I could run that 3/4 bolt through there. And that's really it. There's not really a whole lot to it. It's not difficult whatsoever. It just takes a little bit of imagination and kind of refiguring everything. So if you want to run a universal style bull bar, this is the easy way to do it. It doesn't get much easier than that, and the bolts are pretty accessible from behind. I don't have my AC condenser on here right now, but even with that in the way, it's not too bad to get to. I can still get my impact wrench, my cordless impact back there with a swivel and extension, and it's easy to run in and out. But yeah, that's really it. There's really not a whole lot to that. But if you guys have any questions or comments or anything at all, just let me know. I'll put the most detailed parts list I can in the description below, and you can just literally just click and buy from there, and you should be able to work just fine. I think the bull bar looks great. I put it on this way. Justin, my friend who also has a wagon with the same bull bar, he did it a little different way. He's got the all black bumper, and the only thing he did is he used the actual supplied brackets and put them where the tow hooks are on your wagon. But yeah, that's how he put his on, and it's really not too hard to do. His hang a little lower than mine do, and even with it mounted this core support like that, I can sit on the front bumper with no problem. Actually, when I got this wagon stuck, we used a winch from a razor, and I couldn't get to the winch points because the strap wouldn't go in there, so it wrapped right around the bull bar, and the bull bar was enough to support it and pull the wagon out of the mud hole. I wouldn't recommend that, but it was fine. Nothing happened to it. But anyway, guys, just as a quick little explanation of how to do it. It's super simple. If you have any questions at all, just let me know. But until next time, guys, peace.